I just had a moment where I was incredibly thankful for the fact that God has brought me to a space of awareness where, like, I really don't hold any hate in my heart for anyone. And as followers of Christ, we know that we all go through one of the worst betrayals, right? Because we know, like, it's almost like a rite of passage to follow Christ. Like, you just go through these very intense betrayals. And those held me back for so long. Like, for so long, I was so full of just hurt and hate, because that hate was love. It was really just grief, just grief, undealt with grief. But I just had a moment where, like, wow, like, you really brought me to a space where, like, I don't hate anyone. Like, not only do I not hate them, but he's allowed my mind to be so open and receptive enough to even understand why people do the things that they do. Like, to get to that space where you're not only self-aware of you, but you're also aware to know where their actions are coming from. And not to say that you excuse them, because we know that ultimately we all have a choice. Like, you may have had a crappy past, you may have been dealt a crappy hand, but ultimately there will be a fork in the road for you to choose better, do better, become better, and grow, or to, hurt people type of stuff. But just just to be to this space where, like, I can be aware enough to as to, like, why people do the things that they do and care enough to even understand. And then it brings me to mercy, to prayer. And it helps me understand, like, to pray for your enemies. Don't hate them, because it's really just like, yeah, man, like, I see you. I see your pain. Like, I see the mask that you're covering your pain with by being this hateful, angry, nasty, bitter person. But, like, underneath all of that, I see your pain. And if that's not love and Jesus shining clear as day through my life, I really don't know what is. And then it made me think about the scripture where he says, like, one of our gifts is kind of forgetting that stuff, where you're just so enthralled and joyful in your present that you really don't remember much hurt from your past. And I'm going to see if I can find the scripture and put it down here. But it just really, I don't know, just got me happy, in a good mood, just joyful. Like, dang, I really came a long way. Look at you, Jesus.